Hey you guys, I hope that you are ready for some more decluttering motivation. We are back over at my mom's house today. We are going to be tackling her linen closet, and I'm just gonna give you guys a quick overview to show you what we are working with today. There is a lot jam-packed into this closet, a lot of linens, a lot of random stuff to go through, so I hope that you are ready. If you need some decluttering and organizing motivation, you have definitely come to the right place, and I'm just really excited to bring you guys today's video. I know that my house is a little bit more minimal than most people like to keep their home, and so I hope that this video can give you guys an idea of how you want to maybe organize and declutter a closet or a space in your home that's maybe not as minimal as my house. I know that I'm not realistic and relatable to everybody, and that is totally okay, so I hope that this video can maybe help you guys out today. And with any organization project, you guys know I like to completely clear out the space so that I can see what I'm working with. So I'm just going to take a few moments here. We're going to completely clear out the closet, sweep in here, and just get everything into a spare bedroom so that we can go through it. Alright, so I've taken everything out of the closet. I tried to organize it by what I think my mom would keep. So I have all this stuff on here that I know for sure she's going to keep, with the exception of these pillowcases. And then we're going to be going through all of this together. She has a lot of linens that need to be gone through. And then we have this cart over here that we need to go through as well, and just a couple of like odds and ends. So I'm gonna bring my mom up here and we're gonna slowly try to figure out what all she wants to donate. And I'm thinking any towels or blankets that she doesn't want, I'm going to donate to an animal shelter. I know they always need things like that for the animals. And then anything else we will just donate to Goodwill or wherever I can find that will take this stuff. So that is my next goal here, is just kind of go through everything, figure out what my mom wants to keep and what she wants to donate, and then we will go from there. So we are going to begin the decluttering process now, and this was actually a lot smoother than I had anticipated going into this project. When I pulled everything out of the closet, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit overwhelmed at first just because I didn't know exactly what my mom wanted to keep and what she wanted to get rid of, and I was feeling a little bit insecure in the way that I would make this space look organized, because again, I just wasn't sure what all she was going to keep, if she was going to be keeping most of this stuff, and then I really needed to figure out a system in here that worked for her. She also really wanted to get rid of the like 4-tiered cart that we had, or that she had in the closet, that had a lot of stuff on it. So that was one thing that she was really wanting to get out of there so that she could be able to walk into the closet. So I was feeling a little bit anxious at first, but she did end up getting rid of quite a bit of things. I mean, there were linens in here from when I was in high school that were well over 10, 15 years old. So it was time for her to go through it, time for her to declutter a lot of stuff. So again, we were just kind of starting the process here, going through everything. I did have my mom in the room with me. We were just going through stuff. I was asking her if she wanted to keep it, if she didn't, and it just went by really smoothly. I think this only took us about 15 minutes to go through everything, and then I was able to start the organizing process. So I'm going to take the next few moments here. We're going to go through the stuff on the floor, and then we're going to move over to this cart thing here. I'm going to go through all of this and just a couple of the drawers that she had in the closet as well. If you guys are new here today, first I wanted to say thank you so much for clicking on my video today and watching. It really does mean so much to me when you guys are here with me. And if you're a returning subscriber, I love to have you guys here and just watching along with me and encouraging me to keep going. Recently, within the last few months on my channel, I completely decluttered and minimized my own home, and I've been really inspired to help other people achieve those same results in their house. And so I started out with my mom's house because it was kind of like a comfort area for me. I felt confident and more comfortable in her space just because she is my mom, and this will be good practice to do other people's homes in the future. But if you're new here today, I just wanted to say hello and give you guys a quick introduction to my channel. My name is Whitney. I am a wife and stay-at-home mom to 3 kids. I have 2 at home with me and 1 in school. And here on my channel, I do a ton of cleaning and organizing projects and just a ton of motivation on my channel. So if that sounds like something that you guys might be interested in, I would really love for you to hit that subscribe button today and join the family. And I really want to encourage everybody to leave a comment down below letting me know what you're doing today. If you have an organization project coming up in the future that maybe you are watching for some motivation, I want to hear all about it in the comments down below. So I thought it would be fun to kind of give a little bit of a backstory of my mom. So my mom and my stepdad, they have kind of like a homestead, I would call it. They have some animals, they have an entire garden full of tons of produce, anything that you could imagine, and they really do have such a gorgeous piece of property. But their house is a little bit on the older side. They did, within the last few years, completely remodel the inside of the house. The first floor and second floor look completely different than it did when my mom had first moved here. And so with that, they don't have a ton of storage in the house itself. They do have sheds and things like that on the property, but those are really for more like, you know, things that they would need for outside, gardening, that type of stuff. Nothing, you know, that they would really be able to use for inside house things. So this closet has a lot of random stuff in it because my mom doesn't have anywhere else to put it, which is totally fine. And I really wanted to make sure that this closet was going to be functional for her and just really work for her home. So I really wanted to give a lot of thought to it. I wanted to, you know, kind of figure out a system in here that would be beneficial to my mom. She does like to host a lot, so, you know, there's a lot of blankets and spare sheets and things like that. When my brothers come into town for Christmas, they usually stay here, and so she just likes to have those things for when people come to visit. And she's also a nurse, so she has, you know, a ton of her nursing things that she wants to keep in here as well. And so I really tried to figure out a system that would work for my mom, and I wanted her to be able to walk into the closet and kind of see everything in front of her, have everything labeled. She knew where everything was, and I also tried to categorize stuff in general location within the closet, which you guys will see in just a little bit. So I hope that she loves it, and I hope that it is functioning for her. I really did try to figure out a system that would be really beneficial for my mom. So when I was putting things inside of the closet, again, I was trying to put them in a way that made sense. And so I tried to have all of her linen type stuff on one side. And then I tried to have all of her like travel stuff on one side. My mom and stepdad really love to travel, and they are wanting to travel some more in the future. And so I have an entire drawer dedicated to their travel products, and then I had like the travel pillow and other travel things like right above it. And then I also had to make space for paper towels and toilet paper and just like miscellaneous things. There was like some sun care in there, extra soaps. My mom is definitely a Bath and Body Works woman. She loves her soaps from there, so she always has a stockpile. So I was just trying to, again, figure out where I was going to put everything, what made sense. And it's okay to not know what you're going to do going into a project. So you'll see me moving things around because I didn't think it would work there. At first I thought it did, but then the more I thought about it, I figured out something else that would be better. And so whenever you are organizing, it's okay to move stuff around quite a bit before you figure out a system that works for you. Nobody knows exactly what they're doing when they go into a project. You're only seeing what is filmed online, and those people probably have already like figured out their system before they've gone in and filmed it, if that makes sense. So it looks very like curated and cohesive for them and makes sense for them, but for you, maybe you feel overwhelmed because you're looking at your mess and you're like, I have no idea how I'm gonna organize this. And that is totally okay, because that is how I was feeling when I was organizing this closet, was just trying to figure out a way that would make sense. Now, this video is not sponsored by Cricut, but you guys know I love my Cricut Joy, and I really wanted to put some labels on here for my mom. Again, I wanted her to be able to see everything that she had laid out in front of her. Now for those satisfying before and after shots, I always like to show these at the end of big organization projects like this one, just so you can really get a feel for how much was accomplished in today's video. And I always get questions about how long it takes me to accomplish something like this. Now on this day, I got to my mom's house around like 11 a.m. and I was there until about 3 or 4. It was like 3:30 when I was printing out the labels, and I left shortly after that. So about 4 to 5 hours to completely tackle this project. And that was with no really any breaks or anything like that. That was just me spending the entire day at my mom's house and getting this done. And it is okay to do this in increments. If you can only do a little bit at a time, that is totally okay too. I was just fortunate that I had the time on this day to get it all done. But I love how this closet turned out. I hope that my mom is loving it too. I feel like it is a lot more functional than it was before. You guys will have to let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. But anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's video and you leave my channel feeling motivated and inspired to get some cleaning done in your home today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.